Call this meeting to order. We're missing quite a few, missing Jackie, missing Shay, missing John, missing Tim. Anyone else?
The new guys.
Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
Josh and James. I talked to James. He said he couldn't make it today because
Okay.
Ben's off this week.
Gotcha.
We're short staffed.
Copy.
I hadn't talked to Josh.
All right.
Jenna,
Yeah, Jenna as well.
Who's secretarying today?
Chris.
Chris.
I'm gonna try to do this remotely, so let me know if there's
To
any.
make sure any
Well, I
key,
can't see.
that he can't do any key points, so not go slow for those.
Alrighty, do we have anyone else in attendance? Looks like it's just us today.
Hello.
Yeah, come join us at the
I will.
table.
I can't see you guys.
Alright, whatever you say, Patrick.
I think those chairs are both amazing. These are just,
You gotta lock it.
More pressure with these chairs, heavy as the crown.
And lean forward.
Guess we have no comments or concerns from the audience members today. Approval of the June 17th, 2025 minutes, any changes, recommendations? Needed, wanted, speak now, forever hold your peace. Alright, silence is affirmed. Alright, review and the approval of the agenda. We have follow-up on ECTA. We have the trail race discussion, follow-up on several items, Frank Young, approval of new committees, the town hall, bridge repairs. Everyone okay with that? Anything needed to be taken off or added? Alright, silence,
So, I did notice, we had in here, John completed the assessments. Any action, we want to talk about the trail assessments, any further action on those? And then also. Want to start thinking about, maybe it's a topic for next meeting, but I do want to start talking about. Maps and trail map and kiosks for next year, and we'll need to start thinking about putting together a theme. Or, a resort team and us and visiting the fire to
spearheading the
spearhead
whole,
that, yeah, who's gonna coordinate that?
spearheading
I
the
mean, that
project.
probably ready for print by February or March, if it's gonna be ready next spring.
I think Greg's already working on one, so I think it'd probably just be a matter of.
Okay,
us
so
probably-
now I wanna talk about right now, but it's just a topic that either say the next meeting or
Yeah,
cover a little bit.
Were we also waiting on Lauren Bell? Kind of create a more user friendly map.
yeah, I guess.
What was it? Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, assistant.
Consistent word, and then also maybe look at the adaptive stuff possibly.
Yeah. And it sounded like Lauren last discussion was not too far from having something presentable. At least look at what they're gonna, what routes they're gonna go.
And that seemed like an additional map too, if nothing else.
well,
They would have
a
that.
map for.
Yeah, more-
It's like.
That's a regional map, regional
Yeah,
like.
regional map that you put on the backside of
Not that we
the
have
local map.
but to be consistent. If the map looks good and the signs look good, like why not carry it on? With the Fire, Red River and
Yeah.
the cows. Again, I'm not pushing for that, but. Consistency, it's nice, it's good.
And does the resort have plans for any updates on their map?
So it's not a topic right now. We're both adding something to the agenda, so
Yeah, fair enough.
right into the
There you
rabbit
go.
hole.
Yeah, thank you, Attila, thanks for keeping us on track. Alright,
But we're prepared.
we can, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we'll bring that up at the end for, next meeting. I think we've got some time that we could probably talk about next week or next meeting. Does that seem fair?
I'm just gonna put it as a topic for agenda, established items for the next meeting, trail map.
Alright, perfect. Okay, moving on, follow up on the extra proposal and the meeting with Lauren Bell. Decide the next course of action. Maybe pull that up and review it. So what's the committee's thoughts? I guess the real question is if we go ask the village for, what is the contract, $15,000? Can we show that that's a justified expense? And will we get 15,000 worth of deliverables? out of that contract. I mean, my inclination, if he can help us with grants, that alone, I mean,
Yes.
that's a massive, if, let's say he gets us one grant in the next calendar year, that's not a bad investment.
And frankly, an investment in the wider community, even if we don't get extra cash back in the form of a grant, it's still an investment in our wider community.
So are these bullet points on agenda item one from last meeting, things that he agreed that could occur within the 15 grant? Active proposal, there's initial planning, looking at whoop-de-doo and Ho Chi Minh and getting part of the system. If that can happen, that's worth enough there.
Those were his deliverables, things that he said that he would be able to help us with.
So those are deliverables I think are very important. I mean, I know we all think whoop-de-doo and Ho Chi Minh, for example, should be on a trail map. But if they're not on a forest system trail as a municipality, this municipality should not promote non-system trails. I don't care what we think. We can't promote non-system trails. That's not fair. It's probably not legal. So we need those formalized. And Peck that has a relationship can help that.
Rebecca, yeah.
So the important question was, Matt, deliverables, what are they gonna offer to us? And 15 grand, yeah, what a deliverable, that's the question.
Yeah, so
So what you just mentioned there, absolutely, if we can get one of those done, that's where it's.
Yeah.
I think it is worth taking to council, and having, Lauren, submit his, get on the agenda with his proposal and with the support of this committee, to give a presentation to council.
Does it have to go to council? I thought Shay had the money and Shay could allocate it based on her budget, so we just gotta convince Shay that we recommend that this occurs.
Oh, well, if that's, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That's
that's-
doable.
or is this something because what it falls into the $60,000 threshold? So is it something that the manager could just sign off on without going to council? I mean, it'd be nice to present it to the public, cause I feel like if we are, even if we don't need council approval on it, I think it would be good to bring it, have it on the minutes and actually show the community
I agree.
that we've thought about this. We are asking council for their blessing because we care about the public funds. We're not throwing away 15 grand on our pet projects in this committee.
And it could be something just to have him submit it, I mean, to do a presentation, even if it's already approved.
Yeah.
I like that order of business. Get it approved, then present it.
Government.
Yeah.
And I know that he said that, I mean, that was a big one in my mind, was helping us with grants, cause I know that we've already got at least that grant for the planning and design. But if he could help us secure some construction grants or point us in the right direction, he's got his fingers in the pie in a lot of these projects, and I feel like he would be an asset if we can, get something formalized in writing, say that these are the deliverables that we expect in the next year.
Yeah, I think we could lean on him for a lot. Then,
Is there any dissension of this?
If grants are gonna be that available, isn't that what's happened already to ECTA? They've lost some of their grants.
There won't be any federal grants available. I mean, they're gonna claw back rec trails fund out of the transportation bill. I'm pretty sure all the land and water conservation with the 900 million that's gonna be clawed back. So that's gone. All the Park Service technical assistance programs are on the chopping block that I came from. So our grant sources are gonna be rec trails from the state or foundations. And philanthropy, I think we're gonna dry up federal grants again for this stuff for a number of years. So, working with the Lore Foundation that works in other communities in northern New Mexico, some others may be potential. I know Rocky is, I've heard Rocky is pursuing a grant. He's working with New Mexico Department of Finance Administration on the Allen Fields project, so some other sources. So I think he's looking at it, but for trail construction, I think we're going to philanthropy. And I don't know how much he knows about the philanthropy side. But the other pieces in here, the working with the Forest Service, because he's got a good relationship with the rec people there and getting those designated or getting adaptive trail stuff done. Both those contracts are worth more than 15 grand themselves, so.
Okay. So I guess we have a positive recommendation. Anybody not okay with us? I guess what would the next steps be? Presenting it to council, figuring out who the 15 grand comes from, and then going from there.
I think the next step is us, if this is acceptable to Lauren for 15,000 at least or higher priority, how much you can put percentage on each of these. We should do a recommendation letter from our committee to Shay and to Jeff as their council liaison, and then let them tell us, does it go to the manager? Does Shay approve? How do we present to council, or how does Patrick also present to his superior life forms if need be moving forward in the system? Because if we're doing adaptive trail assessment, we would be looking at your system trails as well.
Whole thing, which I would agree on my end. I don't know about the resorts thing.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't want to look at it.
Yeah,
We'll just update the signs in there.
Yeah.
That's usually pretty easy.
yeah, and then maybe a few minor rebuilds or, take that obstacle or something for. So, couple ideas on the table, Chris, so far is, I think the whole committee is in favor of pursuing a contract with the Enchanted Circle Trails Association. What's listed in the bullet points from the meeting notes from June 17th. And I believe we've heard a suggestion. And it was thrown out at somebody, and somebody's not in the room, so we gotta find someone to do this. So writing recommendation, a recommendation from this committee to Shay and to Jeff, recommending we pursue a $15,000 contract with ECTA for these reasons.
With the contract.
With the contract. Anyone want to work on that memo to the village?
What was that last comment?
I'd like to volunteer, but I know I won't do it.
Chris, ask that again.
Jeff says with something,
With the contract from Lauren, because I think he has an official contract
Okay,
proposal, if we need that.
okay,
Lauren,
yeah.
Yeah, so we.
All right, I'll draft a recommendation from the committee. To Shay based on this, so I'll just work off this, why these are important to us. And how it can help our whole community. It's not gonna be an extensive letter.
Didn't Lauren have a contract already written? So do you have a copy?
I don't have a copy of that.
So you'll need to get a copy of that first.
Let's see if I can find it.
He might have shared, I might have it.
I'll take a look right now.
The early on thing I saw was just kind of generic stuff, and you're gonna get more specific for 15 grand, like we wanted.
Yeah. I think that was it. It was a very broad.
It's about a big flowery contract, it wasn't specific, so this should be, okay, I can, for 15,000, I can put 40% of my time on working with the Forest Service to get these two trails designated, so we put them in the trail system, I can put 10% of my time on this to support this. I think I'd like to see that breakdown. So we see the
Yeah.
deliverables.
I think that's reasonable. All right, affirmative recommendation on that. Any more discussion on that agenda item?
well, it sounds like we need to get back to Lauren then also to get a contract. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, seems
Yeah, if we're updating.
seems pretty reasonable. Good suggestion, sir.
So the bullet points on here,
Mighty fine suggestion.
the bullet points on here, this is from the last meeting, were those from him or from us to him? Since I missed that meeting. Creation of trail
So
salsa.
that's to him and just a general discussion.
Okay, general
Yeah.
discussion, okay.
I don't remember the salsa creation.
I don't
remember
what is that?
discussion.
It's a working group that meets on it's. Basically, it's the tennis circle trails plan.
Oh, I remember him bringing that up very briefly.
Putting together kind of a working group. So Red River, Eagle Nest, us.
I think it's a strong bullet point too.
So not for meeting purposes, not.
It could be,
Get people together, not everybody, but key people for discussion purposes.
yeah, but also it could be to help prioritize projects within the Enchanted Circle.
Yeah.
So it's not all Red River focused, or it's not all.
Yes.
Or is it kind of like the comp plan, bring all the stakeholders together so that we're not independently, so like. We know what Red River's working on, they know what Eagle Nest, we know what Taos, and so we all can kind of. Keep I don't know, keep awares of what's going on.
Well, I think it's a good bullet point that with us partnering with Active, our trail system will be advertised.
In there now,
In there, other areas.
Yeah.
Red River.
because we didn't get in on this last one.
That's a head fence thing.
Yeah, it is.
The Lodgers
Yeah,
tags, for
exactly.
sure.
And Lagos Tax, I was talking to Owen this morning, he would likely, Lagos Tax could easily fund some of the adaptive trail assessment.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah,
Is that also?
absolutely, that brings the, yeah.
Any of this contract.
Absolutely. I don't see why it couldn't. Just like what you pointed
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah, that's multiple, if we need to pull like 75 from RAC, maybe 75 from Lodgers, or whatever, yeah, whatever's.
We'll keep that in our back pocket if we need it, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, excellent, cool, moving on, proposal discussion regarding a potential trail race.
That's me.
Floor is yours, sir.
So I don't have a lot to say, but I'm gonna say a lot to get to it. So you go back, I know I did a little due diligence. So let's see, I did finally get a hold of the Taos cross country coach, called me back, Bruce Gomez, 39 years coach at Taos, 13 state championships, Hall of Fame. Let's see, so I'll start with, well, he puts on a district meet, cross country meet on his own, when it's his turn, right? Each one takes a turn. But he's tried to do all comer meets. And he says only JUCO team, I mean, the JV teams show up, sort of thing, that he's never been very successful putting on a meet except for when it's the district meet, sort of thing.
Huh.
So he said that's tough. And then the second one was New Mexico Activity Association. This is for a cross country meet in here, in Angel Fire. New Mexico Activity Association has very specific rules about insurance and course safety and all those sort of things, and they're difficult to satisfy. It's tough, he says, to do all that. And then the number one, probably most important thing, is that he says teams rarely travel overnight, stay overnight for races, sort of thing. He doesn't even go into state, they don't even do it. They don't even spend the night going over state. Taos, who's won a whole bunch and that sort of thing. So when you're talking heads and beds, probably not a big thing. So now he did say that they go to Alamosa, which is literally cross-country mecca. It's the best Division II team in the nation for since I was in college. And they put on a meet, and he does spend the night there, and they do that sometimes, I think, but they have the cross-country program already and that sort of thing, where that race is, so they do travel one time a year, some years, but otherwise, he says he doesn't spend the night, and most teams don't spend the night, so he was very careful not to say no, but he just says it's a lot of work for limited reward, that's what he said there. The second subject is my proposal to have a 10K race. That would start at the fire station and go up to the top using Enlightenment. That's a 10K, and then you could come back down on El Camino Real, and that'd be a 25K. And I even got to talk to Gemini Adventures, Reed Delmar from Gemini Adventures. He puts on the Enchanted Forest race over in Red River. he's very interested. He's very interested in doing it. He did mention that most cities do give him a $1,000 to $5,000 stipend when he comes in and puts races on. He said that'd be negotiable sort of things. But since then, I went to the Age of Fire Visitor Center to see Trini Bradley. She puts on she's putting lots of races in here in town. And she's putting on the race at the airports at the end of August.
What race is that?
The veterans.
Yeah, the veterans run. Yeah, they're gonna do it on the runway. Yeah, actually on the runway. Yeah.
That just sounds
So,
horribly
And
boring.
I agree.
Well, it's.
I will do it
it's,
because I wanna support local races, but yeah, I think it's
If we've got
a horrible place to do a race. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned that to her. actually.
People that have never done a race.
There you go, there you go. She was very excited about a trail run up Enlightenment. She said, we should do it and that sort of thing. But while I was there, I learned that the resort has already, got a plan for a hill climb. So Jake Anderson out of, Salamo Events in Arkansas, who I talked to this morning, by the way, is putting on the Enlightenment Trail Run, August 30th. So they're gonna start at the base of the ski stuff, and run under the Chili Express until it gets crazy steep, and then they'll take that little road off to the side, and then they'll run back down Enlightenment. So, and that's August 30th. What's that?
They're not going up Enlightenment, they're going up the lift.
Up
line?
the lift line and coming, literally underneath the Chili Express and then coming down on Enlightenment. So, isn't that crazy? And they got a website and the whole thing. They said they got entries and the whole thing. And it's that's at 6.8 miles. They did mention that they are gonna give some of their percentage of profits to ECTA. So it's kind of cool that they're doing that. So there's already a race. So I guess in conclusion, cross-country race, difficult, expensive and poor payoff, and trail race, we got one. There's one that's gonna happen. So
August 30th.
I talked to him this morning, and he already, because I talked to him about my ideas and that sort of stuff, and he said, yeah, we will probably change things. I want to get 50 people here this first year, local people, and then we'll try to get, he said, oh, and by the way, when I talked to that guy from that does this race, he said very quickly, you want to put a longer one on. That gets people to travel from a long distance.
Yeah.
So you gotta do the really long stuff to get people here. So this guy wants to do the same thing too. So both of those directors said you gotta go longer sooner or later to get people to come. So you gotta do 50K, 50 mile, 100K, 100 mile, those sort of things. So
Was he expecting the turnout to be?
he said he'd be happy if we got 50 this year. We got 50 people and he expects to get local people, who then will tell about and
And
they'll
by
learn.
local, we mean Taos and.
And maybe even Albuquerque, so, but after that, yeah, but then after that, they wanna get from, travel from out of state, Pikes Peak gets people from every state.
It sounded like, Visit Angel Fire was already promoting it.
They were surprised by it, actually, just happened to be somebody there that knew about it, so Trini didn't know about it yet. So, but yes, and the resort is, they've made it, they've done it with the resort, so, yeah, and they're putting it together, so.
I just found out last week.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So it shows a disconnect, it clearly shows a disconnect between the resort doing some really cool events, tourism related events. And the village not knowing about it, Visit Angel Fire Chamber not knowing about these things, so it's an whole other topic, but it shows.
That reminds me of it's the same weekend as the airport run.
Is it?
Yeah, so they're one day apart,
It's gonna be
there's one
totally
Saturday,
different
Sunday,
people
They
doing
are.
Different.
right?
They are,
Yeah.
yeah, so.
You know any details, cause I don't.
What-
Any details on how to approach
Talk about
the
the
Angel
between
Fire
the-
race?
I don't know how they got
So
it yet.
My boss, Maya is, I'm sure the leader of, on our side at least, but she's a runner.
Where does so there was a woman at the visitor center, there with training, she was the one that knew about it and knew the information.
Yes, that was my.
I think it was, I wish I would have asked her name, but I think that's who it was, so yeah. Maya's the one that knew the most, she's the one that told me about it. So, yeah.
But yeah, the disconnect is a good one to bring up, especially with the other airport race happening.
Right, and he knew about it, by the way, he knew training.
No, but it's nice to spread things out if
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's better for the community.
And to get this race promoted with Visit Angel Fire. the resort. So.
And, but heads and beds too, you know, if you have two separate races, you get more heads and beds at separate times instead of getting more.
What is their summit race called, do you know?
I do, that's in one of my notes here, here we go, Enlightenment Trail Run. And they do have they have a website. Matter of fact, they're on Ultras, which is the main trail running, website.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it, they're on the.
But there's no real trail that they're, unless,
Going up, yes, that's true.
well, I guess they're going up the UTV track.
He told me this morning,
That's it.
right, he told me this morning, he literally wanted to go up the really steep part underneath, to the top. And then he was here a couple
That
weekends
last
ago.
pitch?
Yeah, and he was
Right up Domingo, baby.
he was afraid people would actually fall off, is what he was afraid of. So, you know, that dirt road that turns just before it gets really steep, he's taken that up.
Up to the left.
Yes, up to left, yep, and then it'll be Enlightenment, and come back down.
Yeah.
Yep. And he gets very close to the top before he meets Enlightenment, comes back down. One second, so he didn't have the map on his website, but he sent me the map this morning, so I got to see the Strava map.
I would love to see the advertisement for that. Yeah, we're running straight up the.
Yeah, and people love that kind of thing. Oh, by the way, the race in Red River, it starts up the main face. They have several different races actually, but one of the races starts on the main face and just runs up, not even any trail, just it's an open grass field on the steepest part, right above Capos. They just run straight up that. So in that race, so for a five
People
or
like
8 mile race,
that.
yeah. Insane. And then the half marathon does that, the full marathon does that at halfway through the race. They go straight up that insane, no trail, just straight up, yeah, halfway through. So I don't do either one of those. They have a half marathon that runs over the Enchanted Forest area and comes back.
I don't ever wanna be in that good of shape. So, dude, but
I don't know if I've ever.
I don't ever want to put in.
I don't ever want to be, it sounds like too much work.
So Chris, to summarize what I just heard was, promoting a local high school cross-country meet, has lots of challenges here.
Right,
Including that none of the kids do overnight travel. And he's had trouble even getting district meets, successful there. And that we have, 2 other running events already planned in town. One, the resort's managing, the other one, the Veterans Healing Group is managing, I believe. Digital Angel Fire has a role in this, in the airport race. There's a disconnect that, people aren't talking to each other about these different events in town. Are the 3 points. So I would add, if we start doing these events, start changing them up a little bit in different routes, you might see Angel Fire become more of a running destination.
And if it becomes more of a running destination, then there might be, if it becomes a popular running destination, then you can address the high school crowd.
Sure.
You might want to,
Sure.
oh, I've heard about that. I
Yep.
want to go run an Angel Fire.
Yep.
Right, and even though if there was a high school meeting, people say, wow, this is a cool place, I might wanna come back here and vacation. Next
Good
summer,
point.
come ski.
So by the way, high school cross-country team ran by my house this morning. So Greg Christensen, he puts on it's called Elevation Cross Country Camp. And he's done 3 of them now. I think he's on the 2nd or 3rd one right now. One's his old high school. He was a high school coach back in the day. And but so they come out and train from Texas. They're all 3 schools are from Texas. They come out and train their team, and they put them up at the Wheeler Peak Lodge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're here right now.
So it's kind of happening.
Kids are learning about the cross country here, although those are Texas kids. I don't know if you get Texas kids to come over here and race or not at altitude.
I wonder about the NMAA rules, finding out more
Good
about
point.
with that, just
Good
for long-term thinking about what are the rules they have for the courses or
Right.
for visitor participation.
So there's some pretty serious safety issues.
Sure, I'm sure there is, yeah.
That they, on courses that they want.
You need people every intersection, so make sure they don't get attacked by bears, cougars, crows, or ravens.
Keep them ladies off them.
Yeah,
So
whatever
so
that is.
where do they run? Just the ones that are up here practicing?
all over, so they ran by my house I'm on Born Vista, they're just running down the road.
So they're running on road.
But I've also seen them, I've run by them, I was doing an interval workout and I ran by them and then they passed me and I ran by them on elk. So they're using the trails too, they're doing both, so that was actually last year, but that's.
So then one of the long-term thinking things is, goal interference between dog walkers and hikers and trail runners. So if, now it's not happening now, but if it becomes an issue, we would then be dealing with the challenges between runners who believe, most of them believe they have the right of way no matter who's on the trail. And
Well, if it's a
hikers,
sanctioned kind of run.
well, no, I'm thinking if it becomes a running community, people can come here and run all the time, so you can have all these runners on the trails, the green belts. And there could be conflicts between something with be aware of down the line, just a heads up. Okay,
That brings up another issue, so I'm glad you have found out about it, but are they gonna let them bike during that race?
Have to. Yeah.
Right.
So you'll not.
Yeah. I was surprised he got that, got that time during August.
There'll have to be some,
I'm not a part of figuring it out, but I imagine that it's.
I thought you grew with all of the races. You
Not this kind of run race.
Yeah, but if you have to coordinate the bikes.
It's pretty easy to do, marshals.
Okay.
But you know, they have extra people, dominance on the XML spaces.
Yeah, so you just take things off and you go, there's a crossing right here, look out.
Right.
And you know, I wonder, just think about the green belts and trails over there. I don't know the verbiage. When you read the signs on the green belts, it says green belts are for guests and members.
Alright,
Oh, would that be a problem?
I wonder if we know what that actually means.
Nobody out cares, nobody.
Everybody's a guest here, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a member, a guest member if you use the green belt.
Well, I would technically, those are member amenities.
So,
so that
does
would,
that mean? Only guests of the members and members are allowed to use.
Well, like,
I've never
yeah,
asked that
to
question.
have an event, you need to get an approval.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and if the event is on Greenbelt Trail, we obviously have to have. I wonder if we
Well, there's
have to,
insurance that needs to kick in, you
Yeah.
know, certificate, you know, insurance,
I
COI.
just looked up Enlightenment Trail Run. It's already on the Angel Fire Resort page. Starts at 7:30, so that would be before the bikers are even up or anything, I would think.
Done for bikers.
yes, it's a 10K, it'll be close, you're right, it'll be close, there'll be some walkers, but
well, but we'll get them up the hill,
off the bike track.
off the.
I'll bet you that's how you convince the resort.
I wish I could fill you in on that. but-
Yeah,
So Elliot, you said that some group was putting this on for the resort and they were gonna give some of their funds back to ECTA. Who was that?
Yes. That is true, it's, if you look on their website, it actually says that, but yeah, it's Salamo Events. They're out of Arkansas, but yeah, if you look in Enlightenment Trail Run, like to the entry form on it, if you look on there, it says, it has that part in there.
How much is the entry?
Yeah, I don't remember. That's interesting.
Chris, you're on there, what's the entrance fee, do you know?
You're saying it's Ultra Sign Up? Is that who it is?
Yes.
$75 before August 4th, 85 after.
So that's a big chunk. of
On the
change.
race day, it's $100 cash only.
Only.
And those are,
Thank you.
those are typical to actually slightly low. He's trying to get people to show up. Yeah. So the Red River one, I think, is 130,
Wow.
I think.
you get a free t-shirt and bad knees.
Sorry.
Pay $130 to kill to hate yourself.
The next day after the race is over.
Yeah, I've been doing it for free.
Things for free.
Right? Exactly.
Like there would be a time.
That's right. And other people are on one. And awards.
Can't forget the awards.
Go ahead. So do we, I guess on the high school thing, we just maybe. As time permits, we keep looking at NMA
Just keep
rules,
watching. Yeah.
keep watching and figuring out what it could long-term.
I suspect we have to put the high school thing on hold because it's
Yeah.
like, line workload.
And to be honest with you, Coach Garcia or Gomez, he was a little iffy because when I presented it to both the coaches, then the other coaches from Cimarron didn't call me back, but I said, you know, would you guys be interested in you guys hosting the race here sort of thing? And again, he wouldn't say no. And so he said he wanted to stay in contact. So,
Okay.
so I'll keep making sure to see what's going on, see if there's anything. He said, calendars sort of fill up, like you know what races you're gonna do every year. Every year you go back to this race and this race and this race, so you have to work your way into that calendar sort of thing.
Well,
And-
yeah, this could be 2 years away or 3 years away.
Right, yep.
Probably worthy goal to pursue.
Keep on.
Be sweet to get young people up in here. Or, yeah, expose younger people to
Gotta be careful what you're saying there.
why.
No war anymore. No war guns.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Fair, thank you, sir.
What day was Trini's race? Trini Bradley?
One's the 30th and one's the 31st. You'd have to tell me on that calendar.
Yeah, okay, 31st.
August 31st is that the vet run or the?
I think the 30th was the light
Okay.
ones, what I remember.
Okay, that one must be the vet run, okay. All right,
Okay, anything else on that one? Excellent, thank you, sir, appreciate you. Moving on to, agenda item 3, follow-up on prior items. We'll start with A, the Franklin Extension Trail. Property right status, potential plan B, et cetera. Turn it over to Mr. P. Weezy, got anything for us at this moment?
I don't have anything, so first question is there a map, is there a generated colored map from Rocky?
Rocky, I talked to Rocky yesterday, he says that, he's pretty much been, no response from Carl on colored map.
Okay.
So the other thing that came out on this was, Mary Ann McDonald went out with, Counselor Humbert and Santos. Walked the core, then she went back and looked at the flood insurance rate maps. So,
Yeah, some of those maps.
and I share that with you guys, everything that we're interested in is in floodplain, that means it's not buildable unless it's an X number of feet above the floodplain. So,
Yeah, but the
Not that
resort does
can't
build
build.
above flood.
Yeah, you can still.
You can build,
I
but
don't have a Texas situation.
Yeah,
but
because isn't the building they're building down at the courts
Pickleball.
of the pickleball and all that, isn't that in the flood?
so, but that's not a
Still
structure,
putting-
usually there's different rules.
Putting the structure in there too.
Yeah,
It's not just the courts, they're putting the structure there.
Well, it's on sewer easement too, but you
Yeah.
can't build on sewer easement there.
No.
So I think, it's good to look at that. And
Yeah.
We're gonna know.
so somehow we need to, and I don't know how to do this, I'm gonna see if I can find a way to excerpt that floodplain layer. Put it in the Google Earth or something else, I've been playing with it, but
How you do it?
can you? Okay, if you can take the floodplain layer and put it on
I
that,
can do an aerial with floodplain on it, in it.
yeah. And we can put our trail on there, cause we have the KML for the trail, we can put the lots on there, we can show. That, again, this is very difficult to build it, and so maybe the resort can purchase a recreational use easement. On the floodplain.
Did you
corridor.
verify that on your map, it did show it to be in a floodplain? For sure?
It shows the floodplain map shows that entire sewer lagoon in the floodplain, so the
Yeah,
map
okay.
is not quite accurate, cause that sewer lagoon is protected. But it's in
It's,
2000,
I'll see what my map comes up with.
Would the resort be open to a name change, or like they paid for Allen Fields because we put Allen on the name, would they be open to helping with or
My understanding,
donating
the best
with?
I can say is the resort is not looking to donate any land. At this
Or,
moment.
but not land, but donate easement?
Land,
you could purchase the easement from them,
Yeah.
possibly.
possibly.
So we're on this right now is. You know, you have to be careful how you proceed with this too. with the resort.
sure.
What was suggested by Rocky in the last meeting was kind of a little open-minded.
That was, yeah,
That was pretty,
That's
that's
not-
pretty audacious suggestion.
That was an inaccurate thing anyway.
It was said in public state,
It was, but
recorded.
yeah, and it should have never been.
So I will say, if we have to do this carefully. I think moving forward, and I talked to my boss yesterday directly about this. Discovery. What if we just get BJ Lindsay, the mayor, and John Kitts to meet about this subject specifically? Cause I can't do anything at this point. I'm wasting energy and time. I can't do anything.
Right, you're spinning your wheels on it now.
So are you guys too. We're all doing this, but if we can connect those two powers together. And they have a relationship, maybe we can gain some action some way, cause I don't know what else to do at this point.
Yeah, suggestions.
We would be prepared, the mayor with the map. A colored lot, the trail alignment and the floodplain to show,
And he is a builder and he knows
yeah,
what that means and he can. Explain that to John as best as he can.
right.
But John knows.
Do you still have that-
Guy, he knows.
Do we still have that map that you
Maybe
made?
the folder one or the,
I
The
did
big one that had like
What's that?
oh, this one.
I never thought about floodplain down there and it makes sense when we talk
yeah,
about.
I've mentioned that in the
Yeah.
past, it is floodplain, you can't.
I think that's a good suggestion, cause at this juncture, we really do need. We need some sort of direction, whether, yes, move forward on this, or we need to pivot and put all of our resources into Plan B, whatever that might be.
I'll work on that,
So, okay, so the action item is you're gonna, see if you can,
cause I've been meaning to work on it anyway, and it's that.
if you can do the floodplain, map, if you can get that layer onto our other.
And I'll talk to BJ and get all
Get it
that.
started, but we can prep whatever we need to prep, bullet points, whatever, we do that for him. So,
Do you have that on a roll up?
Santos is around here, I bet he has another one here we can pick up. Yeah, so the other, some plan B that I heard from Brett one time was we could just go on some sidewalks, get over there. And I personally am totally opposed about a sidewalk, this is a feature promenade trail to get out to a really cool recreational facility.
Sure.
It is not about sidewalks winding in and out of public right of ways. The other thing that Rocky suggested, that we just go after connecting Moreno Valley High School to the athletic fields. That is not in the public interest. So if I was a rec trails grant administrator, I would not approve that because it's really for a small segment to use it.
It'd be great for the high school.
Right.
And that's
That's
it,
it.
all what, 37 of them, 45 of them?
So
Yeah.
I could start potential portion of the project, but we don't have guarantee on the plan A.
Yeah.
Right,
So
so,
plan B could be done, plan A is.
right, I think we still have to continue until we've got a definite in writing. This will never happen
Yeah,
from the resort. I think we continue to pursue.
I think, yeah, Plan A is by far the best right now.
So with the discovery, with the mention of floodplain, I wonder, rediscussing the purchase of the land. If that would change the value of the land,
right.
how much? Right, or the egress. No, that'd be something more to discuss, I think. But, the reason for the village to purchase that would be massively to add more housing. Can't build on the land, why would they purchase it?
Right.
Exactly.
Is it possible to just purchase an easement, like,
You can purchase an easement.
Without purchasing the land.
without purchasing all of the land, like purchase just that? What is it, 60-foot wide easement or something? Is that an option, just to purchase the easement from the resort? So that way that easement is now village?
It could be within the floodplain corridor that where the trail alignment is, and it's right on skirting, right where we want to put it, when I can tell the map. Yes, you could purchase that.
Okay,
It really doesn't, in John Kitz's mind, that doesn't, whether you purchase it or allow the egress, it's still taken away, they'll never get that
Sure.
back, you'll never be able to landscape on that or put a road through it. Can't build on it, we all know that. Can't-
Doesn't, it's not beneficial.
So maybe in his mind, it's the same thing, purchasing, it, make a little money
But
off of it.
except that if it was an easement and in the contract, that if we need to build a road across this, we reserve the right to do that. So, the contract can can specify, we reserve the rights to do certain activities across this trail.
Then you gotta think, and the way he's thinking, I believe. Is it's not a resort that's gonna be built out there buying this 40-acre line, it's gonna be a visual. They may have a massive problem with a trail going to the property.
So he's worried about,
Long-term values, sellability.
It's like 50 years down the road, just imagine trying to sell this to somebody or whatever happens. Have this.
again, if you reserve the right for
Yeah,
travel across the trail of some sort, however you write that in a contract. That should preserve the value of that 40-acre property out there.
again, I'm gonna look at the property in person.
There's not.
That's not true, there's a lot of trash out there. Come on now.
There's also-
There.
There's also a lot of, really realtor arguments that show, trail access can increase your property value by
Yes.
5 to 10%.
Oh, absolutely.
So I
So,
know who you are.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
For sure, so like if you're an old crotchety person that just doesn't want to see people having fun and enjoying outside, then I would not want to jump next to life outside of it.
we told, we'll till you die, we'll wait till you die, and there's so many rail trail projects, Custer County got built exactly that way, where the crotchety old person said, "Over my dead body," it was like, okay, we can wait.
We'll wait.
Well, and hopefully the
You know, you
village,
wait out sooner rather than later.
hopefully the village will just see if we could just be able to develop more of that land, it would be more viable for the village for sure. But still, we'll work through it.
Okay.
So I wanna make sure I heard right, so we can't put the trail on top of the sewer easement?
No, we can, absolutely.
We can,
Yeah, but it
Oh,
can
good.
be dug up. I mean,
okay.
they can, you just have to be prepared for that.
But we don't own the right to put a trail on the sewer easement. We own the right to have a sewer system,
Right,
not a trail.
so there was no public use agreement put on top of the sewer use agreement.
Gotcha.
So there's two separate layers.
I like getting BJ and John Kids together at this point. I feel like we've done. What we can do is we can help, and I can help you however you need, Jeff. Grab bullet points,
Okay,
and then let's put the powers that be, let's put the brains in the same room,
I'll
because
take that and
Otherwise-
I was even trying to get some time to just go talk to him myself as well, but
To Mr. Kitts or?
Yeah.
Okay,
still, even though.
I mean, at
Well,
the very
you-
least, we just need
I
a
mean,
yes or
I
no.
think.
Right.
You.
We need direction now.
Fair.
Yeah.
Because you know what's going on here and you can lay out the details. So
Yeah.
you're the information person for the.
I haven't got back with John since the other meeting for a couple of nights.
Is that a meeting that you ought to be in too?
It can be, I think it could be between them two, honestly, because they've met so many times that,
Yeah.
they know how to do that.
Yeah,
But I'm happy.
But somebody needs to be there for the information part of it, and that would be probably Jeff, but I mean, he might want you to know.
I would be happy.
well, we've done fact sheets on this trail, so that fact sheet can give back to the mayor as well, I'm sure the mayor's seen that as well. So I think seeing the map layers is that visual map layer, or they meet on site.
go walk it.
It would be nice to get John over there, but I don't know if that matters to
I almost
him.
did, I was this close. I think you'd be happy to see the colored map, and that's all nothing at this point.
And,
Carl's not answering the phone call.
and a purchase agreement.
Well.
Well, we could take the folded map we have and color that one ourselves with some highlighter.
Yeah,
This is great. I mean,
Oh, yeah, taking that one, that's an impressive, oh, this is something that's gonna be really cool.
it is good to see that. He wants to see a specific village or even fire property. map.
With like a plat.
15 years, wants to see that, with a trail on it. Which I did, but it's in black and white.
So,
I think we have a copy of that, right?
Which
I
one?
think I have one, but I need another one.
Which
The
one?
Trail, the trail, Frank Young Trail, and that Carl did.
Let me look.
Yeah, I've got the printed version of that.
Yeah,
I
send
will-
that to me again, cause I'm missing one of the pages, and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I have them too, so that, and I'm thinking before I got the final update. All right, so wrapping that up, recommendation, Chris, what we heard was, the committee recommends that at this point that Mayor Lindsay meet with, Mr. Kitts to pursue our interest in, Frank Ground on trail alignment. And we will provide, and Jeff is good, action item for Jeff is to try to create a map showing the trail alignment, the floodplain and the lot numbers, and if you can color them, I'll give you some crayons, I'll go buy some crayons. To have some illustrations available, including even a San Diego Promenade Pedestrian Connection map. To take that information to the resort to see if we can get a resolution on this.
Are we gonna still work on the colored version now? So property, still try to work on that.
Yeah. Gotta bring that back up from it. Rocky's out today, tomorrow, we should push that again. I think it's just,
I don't know if Carl has the capability.
to color that.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, that might be why we're not getting.
It's
I
great.
did it though, it's from 2013, it's either him or Bill Moser, who they originally built that map, I believe. But yeah, you might be right. Technology, he's not a technology person.
Yeah. Well, it's a printer issue, I think.
So if that's the case, can we get the file to somebody who can do it?
And then just polarize it and then.
I don't know.
Well, now, if that was important to Mr. Kitson, we've gotta,
Then we did, yeah, it's important that we should,
I'm not gonna talk to him unless I have that map.
Yeah.
yeah, if the color map is the we must jump, then we shall jump.
Here's the condition for which we can talk further. It is, I have to have a color map.
So be it.
So he's wanting to see like their property is a different color than other properties with the trail going through it.
Well, I mean, we've got.
It's pre-read.
Send it to me, I'll get it done.
Yeah, I got you.
Map that's got the resort property on it, is that accurate, that lot?
It just doesn't show the lot,
So.
the property boundary.
You're talking about this one, right? Okay, yeah, I'll send this to you.
Yeah,
I can go check my truck and see if it's in there, but.
I didn't bring it today.
Okay,
All right,
excellent. I like it. I'll get that over to you right after this meeting. Approval of new committee members. I thought we did that last week. What's that?
I thought we did.
Or last meeting? I thought that was already done.
and council approved their,
Oh, that, I do not.
Sending it to council is that step that we didn't do.
Yeah, maybe. I actually don't know. I thought this, yeah. For some reason, I thought that we'd approved them last meeting.
It was on the agenda to do last week.
Yeah, maybe that's just a duplicate.
I wasn't there.
I think the council recommended, and Jeff or somebody was gonna present it to the council or the mayor, whoever has to approve it. Did that take place?
Yeah.
they got voted in.
Okay,
I
so
was on jury duty during that meeting.
it's nice.
I was in a jury trial. So, but they did, vote, Josh and, James.
Okay,
in.
voted in.
Done.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's done. Perfect.
and,
tell me their backgrounds. I don't think I've missed their,
so James is a skater
okay,
and I think Josh is just,
A young
John-
father that has the children perspective.
yeah, I've seen them at the meetings before, okay.
Yeah.
So,
And we absolutely need those kinds of people. on-
he's an outdoor enthusiast for sure.
Well, I mean, ones with kids.
Yeah.
in particular.
James has a small child as well. James got
Yeah.
a 3-year-old now, so.
But users of the different, we got bikers, we got hikers, I don't think we got any skaters until now.
Yeah,
So, I mean, if we're gonna have a skate park, we ought to have a skater on the
Yeah.
committee.
now that we morphed into recreation.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of the where.
okay, thank you, good, so we've got to take care of that one, all right.
Perfect. Moving on, we'll follow up, to the input feedback during the
Can I
town.
ask a question, going back to that? Who's adding their emails to, this?
I will
group
add
email?
it to the group list, I don't think I have their emails yet. so-
And I know James is gonna come in and meet with Ileana to give her his information so that he can get the postings
Okay,
of the meetings in advance.
right. So does anyone have James's email or
Let's see
anyone?
if I-
If whoever has both their emails, send it to me and I'll add it to our group.
I do not have either of theirs.
Instead of it, I just think we'll pull this up there, we look at it. Never mind me. Oh, you can, you can.
Step around.
Slide the button back.
Yeah, that's.
I don't have either.
Does anybody have their phone numbers? They can call
I do have, I have James. You want me to just call it out?
James's phone number?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll text them.
it's 575-224-5075.
I can read that back to you, 575-224-5075.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Josh.
I've seen Josh at meetings. Okay, check on that. Okay. All right, you wanna summarize your part and I can add to it?
Sure, so, a couple weeks, I don't even know, once upon a time, posted up at the, what was that, the village, or not the village, it was the resort annual meeting, and after we solicited community feedback, had good participation. Was able to,
Participate.
yeah, it looked like it was a little bit more coming, because we are the coolest committee, people care about this versus other things. But we had people put their dots to try to help us align our focus and our efforts with what the community wanted to see. And so this is it. I guess we can take some pictures and add them into the official minutes. But it looks like, I mean, I don't know, there's just a lot.
I love the idea of those green dots, and for everybody, not just for our committee, of this is what's important to me. And it really gives you an idea of where we ought to be focusing our efforts.
So the way this one worked, this was, everyone got 6 dots on this committee to vote for 6 different things. And it was a windshield survey of where interest is. I know the airport, person I talked to was blown away at the most important thing on that was direct flights from like Dallas and Austin. And no idea that was gonna come out really strong in that. So this is something that we should consider. As we move forward with action items, in the comp plan, whatever, as far as, where the majority of the bullets are, the voting is, that's gonna help us see where people are interested in. So, using youth crews, summer crews, one person's all that is interesting. Broader Valley Trail Alliance, 3 votes on that, which aligns with, trail salsa kind of sort of thing. So it was, probably 200 people came in and out right after the AFPO meeting and election. The mayor did a quick come on over, wasn't as, it was flowery as I hoped it would be, but we did get people in there and good input from all the different committees. So I think what's gonna happen now, we're gonna post these on the village website. So Santos is working on getting these up there, further feedback. It may lead towards another community survey. We are now looking at a town hall on the draft comp plan for Oktoberfest weekend, which I think is like the first weekend. We might do these tabling out in the Oktoberfest tent that weekend, which is, we gotta talk to Greg about that as well. So, but this this is based on our big goals, our objectives, and then, you know, the kind of the issues and opportunities and the connectivity stuff. This is what we've all come up with and talked about. So you can see the interest is on identify and advocate for crosswalk, sidewalks, and other roadway safety features. And just yesterday, I saw a motorized scooter rolling down Bill Burgess. Made me think we should have one lane each direction with a bike lane. Because there's more traffic. We don't need 2 lanes on that street both ways, so. Or parallel parking in a bike lane on that, to avoid all the parking we don't need in Liberty Square. So it's already maybe start thinking about, you know, how you redesign pathways and roadways for other traffic movements. So for us now, it's gonna be taken as we continue this, I think our template, we are still missing the history information on that, which I've got to ask Shay. Can you fill in some of the details on this? We have just some numbers or just some blank spaces that she can help us with. But
They are also going to be hiring an assistant, full-time assistant at the rec center
Oh, really?
too, so hopefully that'll give
oh, good.
some more, yes, some of this stuff.
Is that gonna be for also for doing programming or just managing the center?
Management center.
Okay. Okay. What else on this? Questions or observations?
Running events, e-bikes. Something for the skate park. Those are the big ones, right? Those are the ones that got 9 votes.
E-bike usage, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be,
Yeah, comprehensive policy.
That's the thing, the e-bike thing,
I think the one. that
both
got the
positive
most-
and negative people are gonna vote for that they need a policy. People that hate e-bikes say we need to have a policy. People that love e-bikes are gonna say, so they both got votes.
Yeah,
But
but
it is true though, I mean, we do need some sort of,
I think
Get ahead of it.
the one that got the most votes or close to is putting a barn over the skate park.
Yeah, the skateboard stuff.
That'd be an expensive project, but it's something that we ought to be.
something to consider, yeah. It was nice to, it's just nice to get
Yeah,
community feedback to make sure that, and it does seem that what our goals, our stated goals are in line with what people wanted to see. So it's good to get the feedback. It's good to go to the public every now and then. See what the plebiscites have to say, make sure that us as the elites are working in their interest.
never thought of us as the elites, but,
It's a very tongue in cheek on that one.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Other thoughts on that?
No,
I did mention this morning at the comp plan meeting that one of the things that we might like to suggest to council and the mayor is they do coffee with the counselor, coffee with the mayor, any topics on the comp plan, hike with the mayor, bike ride with the counselor, or whatever. Just so the counselors invite people out for coffee talk. So that we might pursue that just to get more input on this comp plan stuff. But we were next to Liberty Square, which those panels were up there. So we had the whole half the room was devoted to these topics. And we had everyone there, so it was pretty good. I think it was I heard some comments, it was the best town hall event in 30 years, in other words.
I agree, I mean, certainly in 8 years that we've been here.
Yeah, a lot of people, I've several people say, just express gratitude that it looked like there was some sort of positive movement in the community and that it looked like there's cohesion and just a lot of interest, gratitude, that type of thing.
So then one of my tasks was that I ran the visioning table, and I want to thank you for staffing the rec table all the time. I ran the visioning table and we had some interesting ideas and nothing came out as we want to be an outdoor recreation destination. Nothing came out that we want to be the premier retirement community in northern New Mexico. None of those things came out, but place to raise a family and community. were the themes that I heard, and then this whole I did a word cloud on the phrases. And community just came out on top. It's like, we wanna be a community that is available for people to raise a family in. That was things, so I don't have enough to do a vision for this plan yet. But we know we need a community vision. Cause we can't have a comp plan if we don't know what we wanna be.
Sure.
So having an adopted vision by council is kind of like, okay, comp plan is gonna get us towards that vision in 10 years. So, but this idea of a community that's a great place to have a family and family activities all year round seems to be the theme that I heard the most. That's a shift.
It is, it's a positive shift, and it's people can tell.
We want a great place that, looks like, a mountain shopping center. It's not, I mean, it's about, we want community, we want enjoy, it's not we don't
need
need
more
more families.
families.
We do.
Even.
Gotta-
Community.
Gotta stave off those dire demographics that are plaguing a lot of places.
Right, yeah. Well, then ultimately.
Demographics are a bitch sometimes.
We also leads to the fact that, until, if we stay at this 1,200 level. We can't get the healthcare we need, we can't get the schools we need, till we get to like the 2,500, 3,000 level.
Yeah,
So that seems that's the magic number, but no one wants to be a big town.
It's a double-edged sword.
It's double-edged double.
but it's like, I don't know, I lived between a 1,500 person town and a 3,000 person town, and 3,000 is not that big.
No,
It's not.
It was, cause I went to school in a 9x9 block town, and the other town was a 20x20 block, so, it's not.
Yeah, I think you're either, you can't just be stagnant, you're either going upwards or downwards.
I think 3,000 will be great just for the businesses here and the restaurants, having 3,000 people would choose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Versus.
But-
500.
But the reality is,
Agreed.
the majority of homeowners in the area are second home owners, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Well,
I think it'll.
But
It's
that
all-
can still be family. That can
Yeah.
still mean
it
family.
might not change for the majority,
Right.
but we could, but these are things that incentivize, that are attractive to people that would, like Josh, that would want to come up and start a family, and these are all things that would lend
Yes.
somebody for thinking Angel Fire might not be a bad place to post up and put down roots.
Yeah, we are seeing more
And
families
that's
coming
what
in for sure.
our trails and rec stuff is the focus of. We want things that kids and families will.
Absolutely.
Yep,
And I think that's absolutely what our focus needs to be.
Yep.
Kids and families.
Here.
that's my pet peeve, that's all about that.
All right,
Very good.
I've always heard that,
For our vision, I think a kids and family oriented community that takes advantage of all of the recreational activities, including skiing, hiking, biking in the area.
Could you type that up for me, or send me a vision?
And more activities,
Hey, that-
well, that's what kind of like the skate park, the bike
Yeah.
park, bump tracks.
I like that. It's nice, cool, it's a good statement.
Resorts motto, essentially.
Okay.
Finally.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Just so we can keep moving, excellent discussion on that. Moving on, do we have a status of the bridge repairs? Is that Shay? Are we out of our depth? Cause I have no idea what's going on that
I
one.
never stopped by and looked at it every time.
Copy. So I guess we'll put that one, we'll kick that to the next agenda.
Tell me where the bridges are.
On the solo loop,
It's the little low bridge with the 3 planks missing over a year.
On the east side, I guess, right? East side.
yeah, heading east
Yeah.
from the.
I guess we'll kick that to the next agenda.
I think it,
I baked it 2 days ago. I didn't know.
Did you notice?
I think it might be repaired. I mean, I could be wrong, but I didn't notice that.
That one that's kind of half sunk in the creek and cattywampus and boards missing. Wow,
Well,
Actually, the whole bridge needs to be rebuilt. not-
but, I mean, if you rode over and didn't notice, maybe it was big.
I'm supposed to be a trail guy, I missed it.
Yeah, or, yeah, maybe you're still just you rode right over, pay no attention.
There was a lady with a dog right there, right when I was doing it, but I still.
It'd be great if the village could just manage that since they do the other side. I don't see why they wouldn't do that side. But after this meeting, I'm gonna go take a look at the stamp bridge.
Yeah, I think Shay just telling, the village guys who do the trails.
Yeah, the maintenance guys.
Be right on, all over it.
Is that a recommendation that we wanna provide to the village that we take over the solar loop portion of that Greenbelt Trail?
I really wasn't.
Oh, is that a
managing
I
it.
think they are, I think.
I thought, you were talking about the resort, or no, the village.
But it's,
They've
I think
been-
it's APO, I think it's on that, it's APO or resort land that, on that side of the creek.
Yeah, that's a green belt. The solar, really green belt, isn't it?
I don't know.
Once again, the dots, there's clear, unclear ownership of such trail.
We talked about
And
that.
associated, we could, yeah.
This thing goes back to the Bobcat when that was.
Yeah, we could have had a full.
That's not-
Bobcat Village.
Village owns
They
Bobcat.
did the handrail on the 434 and they did the bridges down there last year.
Yeah,
So they didn't.
Bobcat is all village, though, right?
Yes.
So this little piece,
It makes sense, all of that was village to me, but I don't know.
Nothing makes sense in this world though, Patrick.
Sorry.
I am gonna do a recommendation from this committee that, the village, investigate this solar loop segment. And assume maintenance manager responsibilities for that.
Now, if it's on green belt
On
though,
Greenbelt though,
it's
that's-
been.
They can't,
They
they can't.
can't, cause there's some laws and.
I don't know, that could be adjusted, amended that,
it would be good to have the map and highlight the questionable areas on a map to investigate and determine. To make
That's a good-
more
yeah.
clarification of what we're looking at, trying to.
What sections in particular are we trying to figure out?
that's more of a long-term thing. For now, let's just go look at the bridge and fix it.
It just needs 3 2x6s or 8s on it, and nail it down and start,
We'll look at
or,
it after this meeting.
or new stringers underneath, find these. new
Thank you,
stringers.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Your cape is much appreciated.
I just,
You can find some boards in the boneyard and
Well, if it's.
We have some other-
Yeah,
We got three boards to spare.
Property, then, yeah, they're pretty good at building bridges.
yeah.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for doing that, Patrick. Appreciate it. Moving on to our wrap up, review the assigned tasks and actions. I did not have those in front of me. It seems like we're,
so, I have so far, and, Chris, you can see if we're aligning. We need to get a contract from Lauren. That's specific to the bullet items that are identified in the notes from our last meeting. I am gonna write, a recommendation that we pursue an agreement contract with ECTA. I'll write that, from this committee to Shay and to Counselor Weeks. And there's the potential if in their back pocket, it's not an action item, but the larger SAS could maybe potentially support some of these items as well. Action item. A little more than that.
let's see what I have. Another action item is, I guess, we need to figure out map situation, so floodplain map, color map. Get all that stuff prepped so that we can then get that to Mayor Lindsay
Right.
and some bullet points. So we can prep him for a meeting and try to get him and John Kitts together.
Going back to the office right now, I'll get at least, see what my floodplain map comes up with, because some of these places, it doesn't show up floodplain.
Yeah, that, the one I shared from the committee 2 days ago is the firm map that Mary Ann found.
Okay,
So that was shared I sent an email out a couple days ago on that.
Okay.
So look for that. I'm gonna reach out to the two new members. I do have, James. Phone number, I will text him to get his email so I can add him to our group list. And if everyone finds any information on Josh, send that to me so I can add him to the list as well. We will continue to give some thought. To reaching out to NMAA about what the rules and regs are for a high school race, just thinking down the line, future for our information. Actually, we'll look at the Solar Loop Ridge. You have other actions on your list, Chris?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Just, I have ambiguity, who's gonna be the point of contact to reach out to Lauren? I can do it, but it might not be timely, it's one of those things, I'm so busy. I just don't want anything lingering on me at this point, because I probably will drop the ball, as just a heads up. I will email you those notes. I can get those to you right
I
now.
thought it was 2 pages, wasn't it 2 pages?
Yeah, there was, yeah, there's the
I'm just-
PDF, I have 1 of 2 and 2 of 2.
Yeah,
Anyone else wanna do, follow up with Lauren?
I'm gonna be leaving town in a week.
I mean, I can, please don't put this on me, cause I will mess it up.
Alright, I'll do it, I'll follow up with Lauren.
I will mess it up, I know it. Okay. Let's see, Joe.
Taking the trailer out somewhere, the camper?
Went out to Washington or
Okay,
Alright,
it's very good.
I just emailed those to you, Jeff.
then back to Colorado, and then back to Moab, and then home.
Tough life.
So it's out.
Mountain bike meccas.
Are you ride while you're out there?
Bring the bike.
Oh, good.
But main lakes Camden.
Alright, so then, next agenda items, I guess we'll,
Let's have a little discussion on the trail map and kiosk for next year, just to start the
something
conversation.
like that, I guess we can revisit the Frank Young. We'll need to, that should probably just front and center until we get some sort of direction.
Yeah,
that's gonna be, I'm gonna focus hard on that.
And then anything on recreation, I think Rocky seems to have Allen Fields. He's kind of zoned in on Allen Fields getting something done out there, part 2 and whatever else, so I get to hear more about recreation.
Yeah, Allen Fields, the water lines are being dug,
Yeah.
electricity's being put in and concessions.
Yeah, it'd be good to balance our conversation between trails and recreation, so
Right.
we've got both, so let's make sure we cover that, and especially with other folks here. It's, maybe we should make a point to try to attend some of the skate park festival and see if we can just observe and learn from that and how it fits
when
into.
is the skate park?
It's this weekend, right?
27th to 28th, I thought,
Oh, okay.
I mean, 2 weeks from now. Kind of see what that's all about, I'm gonna do that. Are there other topics on our agenda for that?
Seems. Can't really think of anything right now. Do you need anything from this committee for the comp? Plan? Is there some,
No, we have-
do we need to focus on that?
Not just yet.
Okay.
It will be doing, we'll be asking committees to get involved in reviewing the drafts as we're pulling it together pretty soon.
Copy.
Our committee will be reviewing what we have between this 2 months and then getting ready for the next open house and pull us together. To do summary thing. But if as we think through this, this has all been tallied and then we'll be,
Well, somebody else has already.
Santos has already, tallied all the numbers on that, get a sense of it.
Okay.
So get a sense of where things at, and then we'll probably post those on the website. I will talk to Shay about our template that's missing some of the historical, when things were done and how much it costs kind of thing, just for background.
Patrick, does the resort have a written e-bike policy?
We do for the bike park kids.
And can we see that written policies, see if we can't
Yeah.
Is it just the bike park or does it include the green belt?
I don't think the verbiage includes the green belt,
Okay,
but I'll have to look at that.
Are they allowed on the bike park?
Yeah, class, just pedal assist.
Okay.
Not throttle assist.
but we ought to coordinate a green belt and village trails policy so that they're the same.
Yeah.
And it may be the same as what you have on the bike park, but
Yeah,
That's what I want.
I don't think we're not park city status, we have to do what they're doing necessarily.
no,
But we do,
we ought to have.
it currently says no motorized vehicles.
Yeah, but that's, right, that means no e-bike.
Any e-bikes.
But everybody is,
So it needs to be
everybody
compliant.
has to. So,
So do we wanna, so e-bike policy, that's something we can start talking about, looking at examples. Yeah, is that something we wanna do, get done by probably next season, right? You wanna implement that probably next season, if that's kind of a policy.
yeah. I don't see here next week.
All right, there's the first one,
All right,
then here's two.
But, yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable to have pedal assist e-bikes on the.
Oh, I didn't-
Yeah, but.
It may amongst your files.
Lowering the no.
Not the view.
Vehicles.
These are files or-
But
they just-
Policy of.
It's just great for riders, which is a good thing.
well, if there's ever a trail between the RV resort and town. The amount of people that would ride in on their e-bikes as they're all hauling the back of their toys. To come in and get groceries or the music or farmer's market, that'd be huge.
But then a lot of the RVers still are on these. What is it, class 3 or whatever, they're
Right.
just.
Throttle bikes.
The throttle bikes.
No, sir, on.
Motorcycles, yeah.
Yeah.
Just do-
And we don't want those on the trails.
Or bike park actually go Angel Fire.
Was that you found it or did not find
I
it?
just did a quick little AI search on, and yeah, it gives it to you.
There we go.
It says bike park, does say
Allows
green
class
belt?
1 e-bikes with pedal assist motors, a maximum speed of 20 miles an hour. No motor bigger than 250 watts, which I don't really care about that necessarily. Yeah, that's lots of good details on it, actually.
Wow.
So,
And does it just say bike park or does it say green belt?
I don't see any bike park.
but I mean, that's the point of discussion for next meeting. I won't be here, my vote is for this.
Pedal assist. Yeah.
Bike park policy to be extended to Greenbelt and the village trails. So. But more discussion.
No, my,
Yeah.
So that does tie into, it ties into the mapping we're doing and what kind of information goes on the map and the kiosks.
And of course, national forest rules too, yeah. There's
Right.
a whole different thing.
Well, e-bikes are not allowed on any trails in national forest,
Right.
so only on administrative roads.
wait, I do see Greenbelt, last thing I looked at.
It says Greenbelt.
I wanted to find this on the resort, but it says Greenbelt trails, e-bikes are also allowed on.
I thought I'd
Greenbelt
seen
trails.
it.
But again, class 1, not
Yeah.
class 2.
Right. I love that you guys defined it.
Yes.
So we have some e-bike policy on the next agenda item as well.
Yep, I
We'll
got
be-
it, yeah.
we'll be finalizing it, we're just starting the conversation of what our steps are to make sure
Okay.
that happen. Next meeting date and time,
I guess was probably right.
I really don't like doing back-to-back meetings, but the next, I'll tell you that August 14th at 8:30 to 10 is the next comp plan meeting, but we can't do 10 because there's a airport meeting here or something right after that.
Say August 14th.
Yeah, so that's a
So we're-
Thursday.
So do we want to do the 21st? Or do we want to bump it up to the 7th?
Or the 14th is a Thursday, could do the 12th.
Oh, the 12th, that's fine with me. I can
Are
make.
we doing third Thursday?
Third
Third Thursday would be
That's good.
21st.
21st, okay, that's fine too.
Well, it doesn't matter to me.
I'll be
It's-
done all of
It's all the same to me. Tuesday, Thursday, morning, night, it's all a blur, so
Okay.
I'll make it happen.
2 AM on a.
I'll be
Can we
up.
get Ileana to verify it's available?
I'll be up.
Chris, say that again, please.
Can we get Ileana to verify that date's available, date and time?
August
I'm
20,
here.
August
Which one?
21.
August
21?
21st.
Yes, that's great. 9 a.m.
You wanna do 9? We're back to 8:30, like we used to do 8:30 or 9?
Earlier the better for me.
8:30 is fine,
8:30.
8:30,
8:30 it is.
all the
I
same.
won't be here, but if I was here, I'd go for later, but.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you're not here then.
Also on the future agenda, Tula, you had mentioned about John's assessments of the trail. Do you want that on the agenda?
I'm sorry, what was that, Chris?
Attila had mentioned at the beginning of the meeting about John's assessments of the trails and a discussion of that or not.
Yeah, we'll add that to next topic as well on what do we do with the assessments? How does that,
Cool.
does that information get to your crews on any of the email stuff he saw?
Or who's the getting yeah, follow up on
What's the
it.
follow-up on that, his spreadsheet?
Okay, I like it.
Sure, they just hope to be.
Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? Cause that was, we were told to do that. That was the first thing our committee was, for at least the village, that
Yeah.
the council asked.
Did those get to, did those actually make it to council or not, or are they getting to Shay, are they, I guess we can follow up on all that.
Did you ever get a response to our annual report from anyone?
I think so.
Joint usage of greenbelt space.
Okay, anything else?
I think we're all good. Does anyone else have anything else?
Chris, if you could sooner than later, just put out a start with the action items, you just send out email just with those actions, who, what, when, before anything else goes out. That'll help us keep it in our minds so we don't forget and don't see it the day before the next meeting.
Okay.
Thank you for taking notes. Hope you got everything you needed from us.
Well, you'll find out when I send the minutes out.
Fair enough. Much appreciated, sir. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your participation and your time. Until next time. Meeting adjourned.
I guess this is.